I want to connect these two guys together, my sites that I already have on premise and my public internet support. When I want to connect these two guys together, the first thing, if you recall the OSI, the layers, right? The 7 layers of the network protocol. There is this third layer, the routable payload of the protocol that is really agnostic of any service you are using, right? It's just how to get the package from end to end. So if you are in one of the local sites and you want to get to Azure, you're going to use the browser. For instance, right, if you're doing the portal, you're going to use the browser to get there. And like you'll be doing here in the demo in a few minutes. So if, like in my home office, I just have my router here that connects me to the local network provider, the local internet provider. And when I connect through Teams, I'm talking to you through Teams here, it will just go over the public internet. So the same way, my sites, they can be connected to Azure through the public internet without much infrastructure in place, right? If I just have the public internet, my traffic can go over there. Notice that I'm not hitting the VNet yet, right? On purpose, I make a distance here. I'm just hitting Azure as a whole. The problem with this setting here is the user, some user in Los Angeles, right? Some user here in Los Angeles that is trying to hit Azure to get some data or ask some application there to process something, is sharing the network bandwidth over the public internet with the guy on the next booth that is watching a video on YouTube, or the other guy that's playing a game over there, or the other guy that is watching Netflix, or seeing sports, or watching Formula One, like I like watching Formula One, right? The bottom line is this network bandwidth here that delivers the package on layer 3 from place to place, regardless if you're doing public access or private access. This network bandwidth is shared with multiple distinct network traffic that may disrupt your performance connecting to Azure. So even though this is possible, it's right there out of the box, you just connect. Microsoft offers on select locations, Microsoft offers this service called the Express Route. And the Express Route service, what it does is you set up your local router. I'm sorry, your local router on your locations and on your data centers. And through in that local router, there will be a instruction there through BGP protocol that will tell the router like this: if the traffic is for Netflix, for that Formula One race the guy wants to watch, or a game, or a news site or a documentation site, whatever it is, any traffic that's not Azure will keep flowing through the public internet. But any traffic that is targeting Azure will flow through the express route. And that express route, the idea of it is like a cable in between your site and Azure. So Microsoft has agreements, partnerships with local network providers, public internet providers, again on select locations. And you order the service through Microsoft. Microsoft dispatches these guys. They go there with the equipment and a cable. And the idea is they're going to stretch a cable from your location to Azure, going to plug you straight to Azure. And there are multiple benefits of doing this. The most important for this particular session and for most workloads out there is you have a reliable double link. So it's, if one cable breaks, the other one is there. So it's a double link, reliable bandwidth to access Azure. So we don't have that fluctuation because you're not sharing the network bandwidth with other traffics other than Azure target traffic, right? Now, what is important here is this session is about privacy, right? It's about, my data will not be exposed to the public internet. This connection over the express route does not guarantee privacy. This is just an L3 connection, of course, with some rules on top of it, so they're more into it. But in a very simplified way, it's a layer 3 connection, end-to-end package delivery through a different route. That's all that it does. So if you want the privacy here, you still need to create your VPN, because the VPN is the thing that will encrypt the package before it travels over, right? So the express route does not replace the need of a VPN, because there is a VPN from here to here, from here to here. There's some sort of gateway connection implementing this. So regardless how you do the connection over there, you still need a gateway, either through the public internet or through the express route. You still need the gateway, because the gateway is the one that will logically implement the connection in between all your private networks. So to have an application in here to connect to SQL Server up in the cloud in a private way, so only this application, only people inside my network can see the service that are up in Azure. Nobody from the public internet can see those services. This is the final design, simplified design, right? But this is a final design.